In this video, you will learn how to generate this simple line graph in Google Sheets. You can see here I have generated this simple line chart using this data set. First column shows the months which are displayed on x-axis, and second one is the turnover in rupees which are displayed on y-axis. Firstly, arrange your data like this one. I will remove this graph and change its setting to 100% zoom option. Now, firstly, I will select this data with headers. You can see here I have selected this data, and with headers, headers are month and turnover, and I have not selected this title. So I have selected this data along with header. Now I will go to insert option, and in insert option you will find the option of chart. I will click on it and it will generate a chart. Now it is not mandatory that the line graph will be generated. Sometime it generate bar graph and sometime it generate line graph. It's depend upon your default setting how you are previous working. So when you generate this graph, there is two options appeared in chart editors. First one is the setup and second one is the customize. Firstly, we will explore the option of setup. First one is the line chart. If I click here, you will firstly see the suggested chart. You can select anyone. If you want to generate line graph, that is already selected, that's fine. If you want to generate bar graph, you can use this option. So I will change it back to line graph because we are interested in line graph. Similarly, if you move down, you will find other options and you can select any one according to your requirement. Currently you can see here in line this one is selected, so it has generated this graph. Now move to other options. Here is the option of x-axis. In axis months column is selected, that's fine, and in series option turnover column is selected, that's also fine. And here there is a option of switch row column option. You can use this. I will not use this option in current video. Second one is the use row 2 has a header. It's mean that your data in rows 2 is used as header. These are not counted as data. These are not displayed on the graph. Instead of this, these are displayed on as a header of these axes. So make sure this option is checked. Now move to other option, which is the customization option. Firstly, you will find the option of chart style. In chart style, you can select the background color of your graph. For example, if you select red, its background color will be changed to red. Similarly, you can select the font size. I will select Arial as a default font size. So you can also change it on later side, but by default now Arial will be displayed. You can also chart the border of this chart using this option. I will select black. You can see here the black line appear around this. There is other option which is, for example, if you select maximize, this chart will be maximize. Now we will move to other option, which is the chart and axis title. If you click on this, then you can select. Firstly, you will select either what you want to edit. Firstly, I will select chart title. I want to insert chart title and write chart title here. You can see here chart title appeared here. I will write C. Now title font. By default we have selected Arial, that is already selected. You can also change it. Now the font size, I will select 14 and I will select bold with black color. And sorry, I will change font size to 24. Now I will change it to center align. Alignment option is here and I will select center. Now from here I will select in chart and axis title. I will select horizontal, then I will select vertical axis title. In horizontal axis title, month is already selected. If you want to add anything, unit or anything, you can write here. This will be appeared here. And I will select 14 font size, black, bold and black color. Similarly, I will select vertical axis and I will select 14 with black color. And I want to bold this text. I will select bold option. Now we have completed charts and axis title formatting. Now we will move to series option where you can change the color of this line. Currently it is blue. If you want to change it to red one, you can select this one. You can see here the line color is changed. You can also change the dash type, either solid line or dashed line. I will select solid line. And you can control the line thickness. I select 4px, you can see here that its thickness is changed. Similarly, you can also, if you want to add a marker, you can select marker type, and from here you can select the size of this marker. If I will change it to 14px, that will be fine. And now there is the option of error bars, data labels and trend lines. I will cover these in my next videos. Then move to legend option. I think that's not needed because we have single series of data. It's needed in multi-series of data or multiple data sets. Now move to this horizontal axis. In horizontal axis, you can edit these label fonts. These are the data labels and you can edit these. For example, I change its format to 14 bold data labels and with black color. You can also adjust the minimum and maximum value of these data labels. And here there is the option of slant labels. You can also use, for example, if I select 30-degree slant, you can see here it is slanted. I will change it to 0. Now similarly I will format other axis, which is the vertical axis. Move down and here is the option of vertical axis. In vertical axis I will select similar setting, Arial with 14 size, bold and black color. Now if you want to insert a solid line here, I will select show axis line. You can see here line is appeared here. You can adjust minimum and maximum values. For example, I want to write 20,000 as minimum value. Now you can see here instead of 0, 20,000 appeared here. Similarly, you can adjust the maximum value by writing anything here. Now there is the last option, which is the grid lines and tick marks. In grid lines and tick marks, you can firstly select the axis. This one is the vertical axis, which is this one, and here you can adjust the spaces between these labels. For example, currently there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you select measure spacing in count and select 6 instead of 5, then you can see here currently these are 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are major spaces. Similarly, you can control the minor spacing using this option. Select count and select minor spacing as 5. Now you can see here that the 5 minor spacing appeared here. This will be more prominent when we insert tick mark option. Now we will move back downward, and I don't want measure grid lines and minor grid lines. Firstly, I will remove minor grid lines and then major grid lines, and I want to insert tick marks, major ticks. There are different options appeared for tick marks. For example, currently these are crossed. These are appeared on both sides of line. I want to insert only on outside. You can see here. These are inserted here. You can control the tick marks length and their thickness using this option. I will not change this, and I will select black color for these tick marks. Now I will move to minor tick marks option. You can see here that the 5 tick marks appeared here because we have selected 5 in minor spacing. Similarly, you can also adjust the setting of this minor tick marks as we have selected in major tick marks. Now in grid line and tick marks option, I will select horizontal axis, and you can also select the major spacing type and minor spacing type as we have selected for the horizontal axis. I will not change this setting, and I will move to here major tick marks and minor tick marks. You can see here these are tick marks appeared here, and I don't want these major grid lines. I will uncheck this option and these grid lines will be deleted.